Hi, my name is Suzanne Corson, and I'm sitting here with Brooke Bedingfield, and we're going to take a few minutes to just talk about groups. You know, we're in the season right now of groups starting, and Brooke's just going to share a little bit of her experience. One thing, when I was asking you to do this video, I kind of felt bad because you do so much here already. Like, you've got plugged in, you're, greeting on Sunday mornings, you work for Cornerstone Kids, or serve for Cornerstone Kids in the back, help with college, and then also lead a group. So I'd really love for you to just share a little bit of how do you do all these things and do them well.
Well, I will say it didn't start this way for me at Cornerstone. I was a pew warmer for the first few years that I attended Cornerstone. At my previous church, I was very involved, treasurer, led children's church, brought food on Sunday mornings, and got a little bit burnt out. And so when I first started coming to Cornerstone, I was like, let's fly under the radar. But they say you get out what you put in. And I wasn't getting as much out of the church as I could, and I knew that I could get more. And so I joined a Find Your Place group, which they had just started offering. It was one of the first times that they offered it. And I really lucked out because I was with the Steels, which is an amazing family at this church. And the fellowship is what drew me in, and having an opportunity to get to know people. And from there, I joined Jenny Hand's group, another amazing leader who's no longer at our church. They moved, but COVID hit and we all got sent home. And so we didn't get to meet, but weekly we had Zoom, and every week I looked forward to that time where I could see these women, and I knew that they were praying for me. I knew I was praying for them, and having that connection point. Just having an opportunity to participate in groups really fueled me to start leading a group. And I was kind of thinking about it and praying about it, and then you had a video one Sunday morning, and it was you saying, if you're interested in leading a group, and I said, okay, I'll go talk to her after church. And so I went and talked to Suzanne, and we went and met for coffee, and from there it kind of worked out better for my schedule to just start a group that worked at a time that I could attend. And I was really interested in intergenerational, and that wasn't something that was being offered. And so that's what led me to start the group that I'm leading now.
Yeah, I think it's so important, just like you're talking about, of having that community. And we talked earlier about how Cornerstone, it feels homey, and it does, but there's still a lot of people, and just being known and having that relationship with people that can be praying for you, because life happens,
Yes,
and
absolutely.
Can happen where it's good to just have those people to support you and encourage you and just point it back to Jesus,
Absolutely. And that's one of the things I love about Cornerstone is it doesn't feel like a big church.
Yeah.
When I hear how many people attend, I'm like, wow, our church is that big. It doesn't feel it to me. But there's just something to be said for the intimacy of a group. And for me, like you're saying, being known is one of the most important things, I think, for so many people, and having an opportunity to be in a group and knowing that there are these women that I can share things with that are personal and have their confidence, to know that I have people that are praying for me when things are happening. I remember a few years ago when the tornadoes hit near our home, my phone immediately, I was receiving texts from people in my group checking on me, and just knowing that people were praying for me is a very special thing to have, and to know that I do the same for them. And that's one thing that I've benefited the most from groups is having that connection.
It's like when you experience it, then you really know, okay,
yeah,
this is what Christian community is about.
Exactly.
So can you share a little bit about your experience with your group that you led this spring and that you're going to lead again this fall?
Yes, so our group is ladies in their 20s, 30s, or 40s. And I love the fact that we're not all at the same place at the same time in our lives and in our walks. And so I feel like the unique perspective we offer to each other just from having different life experiences. Some of us have children, some of us don't. Some of us have little children, some of us have middle schoolers. And so it's fun to have that camaraderie and know that everybody has something to offer, a different perspective to share.
Well, thank you, Brooke, for sharing a little bit of your experiences. And yeah, so groups are starting now. We'd love for you to get involved and get plugged in, and I'd be happy to help you find that spot if you haven't found one yet.